Hey there. Talking quiet because my house is asleep as per usual when I'm working. So today was my birthday, and it was awesome. It it was almost overwhelmingly awesome. Can it be too awesome? It might have been a bit too awesome. But for real, it was a fantastic day, and normally in the past, like my birthday's come and gone, and it is what it is, and I've always enjoyed myself. It's always been a good time. But I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I need to like sit back and look and be like, okay, what was this last year and what do I want this next year to be? And I've done it before. I remember my birthday, actually might have been New Year's, a few years ago. And I said to myself, this is the year I'm going to take myself seriously. And I think I put that out there on Facebook. Why wouldn't I, right? Do you guys know how much I was on Facebook even before I was a coach? I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so I said that it was my status. I'm like, this is the year I'm going to take myself seriously. And what that had meant for me that year, I had in my mind that I was going to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book, either a children's book or just a novel. I've always felt like I love writing and it'd be something awesome to do. And so that's what I meant by it. And I also meant getting in shape. I remember that being part of it. I wanted to be like healthy. And a friend of mine sent me, like really unexpectedly, she sent me a package. I hadn't seen her since high school, and she sent me a package with a burnt copy of P90X in it. And it said, to the woman who's going to take herself seriously. And I don't think I finished one workout. I found it so hard. So how seriously was I taking myself, right? But this year, I have to take myself more seriously because I'm at this point where I feel like things are just about to like soar, like just soar. I am ready to not just survive, not just get by. I want to thrive. And this is going to be the year that I thrive. And this is going to be the year that I show so many others, that I have so many others like feel that want to. Because we are called for more. And I believe that with all my heart. And because I have had a life with, not like, I wouldn't call them, I guess they were struggles. See, this is why it's sometimes hard for me to talk about, because other people might view them as struggles, but like when you're living your life, it's just life. You just do what you do. It's life, right? You wake up, you do what you need to do to get through the day, and you're done. And you repeat the next day and the next. But like growing up as a family, like my parents were really young when they had my brother and I. I'll try to respect their privacy, but they were young, really young. And we didn't have a lot growing up. I remember Dad coming home from work and Mom leaving for work because she worked at a deli in the evenings. And they tag teamed like taking care of us kids because I know there's no way they could have afforded daycare. Or we were with our grandparents sometimes and stuff, but like they made it work. And no matter how little we had, like Christmas and stuff, we always had like that one gift we really, really wanted. It was always there somehow. And so I never really felt like we were struggling. But now, like looking back, I know we lived in low-income housing until my OPA helped my parents be able to afford a home, our first home. And like my dad was a super duper hard worker, and then he passed away when I was 13. And I've shared that before. That's not really a secret or anything, but it was really, really sudden when it happened. He was only 32 years old, and it wasn't expected, of course. He'd been in a car accident 4 months before, and complications from that, and he was gone. And it left my mom, she was 31, so with 2 teenagers, and debt that she never knew we had because my dad did the finances. And again, we always seemed to make it through. like a necessities box would show up from the church just at the right time, or what have you. So what I'm trying to say is there's been struggles, and we always found a way to just carry on. And I think that has a lot to do with our faith. I think that we never lost faith. We never, I don't know, we just kept going. But I don't want that for my kids. Not because my childhood was bad, because it wasn't. It was amazing. I have a beautiful family, and I'm so very thankful for them. But because I know now the stress that must have caused my parents. Because I know the stress it causes me, or has caused me in the past, when you go to buy your groceries and you're like, please, 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 debit card work. Or where you don't even want to look at your bank account because you're just like, I'm not sure I want to know what the reality is of that. And I've never had like a job that I'm passionate about. I've had jobs I've enjoyed, but most of them, like, they didn't tap into like who I am. They were just jobs, things that I could do to make money, and I made a fair wage. Pretty much every job I had, which was awesome. Because something you might not know about me is that I never graduated high school. I went through the ceremony and acted like I graduated, but I was still 2 credits short of graduating. And I didn't honestly really care. I care now. I now realize the value in education and whatnot, but I skipped school so much because I just had a really hard time ever like committing to anything, or I knew I could be good at it if I tried, but I just didn't care to try, which is sad. So now though, now I have this job that taps into the very core of my being. It taps into my desire to help. It taps into my desire to spread happiness. It lets me be a dork and makes people laugh, and it betters people's lives. I am helping people. That's weird for me to say because I don't want to take it on myself, because anyone that comes to me, that takes courage on their part. Anyone that accomplishes their goals, that takes strength and commitment on their part. And I'm just there to help them along the way. It's not me, it's them. But to be allowed to do that with them, to do that journey with them, is an honor. And it's something I don't take lightly. I feel so blessed to be a part of so many people's lives. When I think about the diversity of the people that I have reached or met or been introduced to through Beachbody, it boggles my mind. Like, what is that, the Kevin Bacon, like the 70 degrees of separation or whatever? It's kind of what this is. And it's amazing to me, the people that have come back into my life, people that I'm just newly meeting. It's incredible. There are so many beautiful, awesome people in that world. And like, the world wants you to think that's not true. The world, news, everything wants to report like it's crap out there. And it's not. There are amazing, positive, beautiful, happy, giving, loving people in the world. And I just happen to be blessed to be able to work on a team with them. And yeah, I don't know why, I just wanted to share that because this next year I have big goals. I want to help so many people. I want to change their lives physically. I can't stand, not even so much like, being overweight is one thing. You are not defined by the number on your scale. But your health is. That's the scary thing. Your health is. You're not. I can look at a person of any body shape, size, nationality, what have you, and be like, that person's beautiful. I've always been able to see the beauty in a person. But I'm just becoming so aware of health and what our society is doing, like our culture, what it's doing to our health, what it's saying is okay to eat, what it's promoting for us to eat. The commercials, if it's in a commercial, don't eat it. So that's my thing. It's about getting people healthy, and especially getting people back to their happy. Because I was in a place where I was really, really not happy with myself. I didn't like looking in the mirror. I didn't like anything about myself other than my role as a mom and a wife. But as a wife, I felt like I'd let my hubby down by the way I looked, which is silly. He could have cared less. But I lost 55 pounds, and I did it with Beachbody, with programs, and with Shakeology. And I actually, it's hard for me to talk about Shakeology without sounding like an infomercial, because I love it. I truly love it, and I'd love it if I wasn't a coach. Anyone that knows me knows that, like, I'm pretty genuine. If I thought it was crap, I'd say it was crap. It's not. It really truly is like, it's given me so much energy and fights my cravings. And when I don't have it, like today I didn't have it, and I felt like I was dragging butt all day. So all that to say, this year's going to be awesome. I want to do amazing things. God willing and God honoring, I want to change. A year from now, I want my 35th birthday. I would love for our lives to look really, really different than they do right now. And it's looking like that's going to happen. And it's all by the grace of God and by who He created me to be. And by me finally acknowledging and loving who He created me to be. Because if you don't love yourself, it's really hard for other people to love you. And if you're not confident in who you are, you're doing a disservice to you. Because you're amazing. I promise you, you are. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do or what you don't do. You're an amazing person because you were created for a purpose, and you need to remember that. So I just wanted to share my thoughts before I go to bed, just before midnight on my birthday. My very first day of being 34. So far, it was pretty flippin' awesome, and I cannot wait to see what the year ahead brings. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.